From Argus Media, this is Fuels Focus, a recap of stories within the U.S. refined products marketplace in the week that was March 24th through the 28th, 2025. May NYMEX WTI closed the week near $70 a barrel as the market reacted to the U.S. Energy Information Administration reporting on Wednesday that inventories tightened last week. Trading firm Vitol is a bidder in the auction to buy Citgo and has asked a federal court for more information about the stalking horse bidder. A court-appointed official overseeing the auction picked Contrarian Capital Management's $3.7 billion proposal as the stalking horse bid in the sale, setting a price floor. The official cited the likelihood of regulatory approval, the bidder's financial wherewithal, and certainty in financing. Another bidder, Gold Reserve, is protesting the choice after its own $7.1 billion bid was not recommended. Gold Reserve asked the court to publicly release more information about Contrarian's bid, including a transaction support agreement with a group of 2020 bondholders of Citgo's parent firm, Venezuelan state-owned PDV. Citgo's 3 refineries, as well as its lubricants plant, midstream, and retail assets, are all being auctioned to satisfy debts owned by PDV. Speaking of Venezuela, the Trump administration this week extended permissions for Chevron to import Venezuelan crude into the U.S. until May 27th, but Trump said that he would impose 25% tariffs on U.S. imports from foreign countries that take delivery of Venezuelan oil and natural gas. Trump last month gave Chevron until April 3rd to wind down its operations in the country. Venezuela produced an average of 870,000 barrels a day of crude in 2024, exported about 650,000 barrels a day, 230,000 of those barrels to the U.S. And a judge has ordered the reinstatement of all oil and gas leases in 366,000 acres of the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge after finding former President Joe Biden's administration lacked the authority to throw out the leases. Trump administration had already sought to reinstate the 7 leases that were subject to the lawsuit, which the state-owned Alaska Industrial Development and Export Authority successfully bid on in 2021 near the end of Trump's first term, but the ruling will skip the potentially time-consuming process to revive the leases. Biden administration suspended the leases soon after taking office, with the leases canceled in 2023, based on a finding that the Trump-era environmental review underlying the leases was seriously flawed. And that's all for this edition of Fuels Focus, a production of Argus Media, a leading independent provider of commodity pricing and market information. For more on these stories and others, along with the latest pricing in the marketplace, make sure to subscribe to the daily Argus Media U.S. Products Report.